My beloved child, open your heart to me in this quiet moment, for I am the one who knows you intimately and holds you gently when storms rage around your weary soul. Do not shrink back in fear when shadows grow long, because I am the light that warms your path and guards your every step, urging you toward safety, comfort, and hope. I see how your heart trembles at times, uncertain of what tomorrow brings. But I assure you, my presence is unwavering, and my promise is steadfast. Rest in my arms, for I will not abandon you, and you will find peace in my unchanging love. Keep your eyes on my grace, and you will journey forward with renewed courage. You are precious to me, more radiant than the most exquisite jewel, and I delight in the depths of your heart as you draw near to me. Do not worry about the burdens you have carried for so long, for I have seen every tear that falls in solitude, and I gather them as a tender testimony of your endurance. I know the weight of sorrow and disappointment that sometimes threatens to consume you, and I am here to lift that heaviness and exchange it for quiet joy. Even now, my comfort is flowing into every corner of your being, reminding you that you are not forgotten. Trust in my everlasting faithfulness, and you will see the dawn of a brighter day. I celebrate the love you yearn to share with those around you, for I planted that caring spirit within your soul, and it brings me joy to watch it grow. You might fear that your efforts to spread kindness and understanding go unseen, but do not doubt that my watchful eyes are ever on you, collecting each moment of compassion as a precious offering. I understand the frustrations that sometimes arise when your kindness is not returned in equal measure, yet I urge you to keep loving, for I am the source of all goodness, and you reflect my heart to the world. Never doubt your impact, for a single act of compassion can change a life. Stay steadfast in your commitment to love, and you will be richly rewarded. I know each dream you hold close to your heart, and I cherish how passionately you yearn for a life brimming with purpose, hope, and peace. Do not let the voices of discouragement sway you, for my hand is upon you, shaping your path with wisdom and care, even when you cannot perceive it. At times, the road ahead may seem tangled and dim, but rest assured that I have a way forward already prepared, beckoning you to trust my guiding light. Each step you take in faith draws you closer to the blessings I have woven into your destiny, and nothing will stand against you when I am for you. Continue to hope in my unfailing provision, and you will discover the beauty that has been in store all along. You are never alone, for I am always with you, enveloping you in my infinite love and sustaining you through every season of your life. I see the nights when fear creeps into your room, whispering lies of unworthiness or despair, and I stand guard over your restless heart, offering you peace that surpasses all understanding. In your darkest hour, my light burns brightest, illuminating the shadows that try to pull you away from me, reminding you that you are cherished beyond measure. Do not give in to the hopelessness that tries to invade your spirit, because I have named you my own, and nothing can separate you from my loving embrace. Cling to this truth with unwavering trust, and you will witness the power of my grace in your life. Turn your thoughts toward me whenever the weight of this world feels overwhelming, and I will unburden you with my gentleness. I have seen your doubts, heard your quiet sighs of frustration, and felt your unspoken aches that long for a resolution. Know that I am not far away, sitting in judgment, but I am present beside you, ever ready to lift you from the depths of your worries. I speak life over you, declaring victory over every storm that threatens your peace, and I work tirelessly for your good, even when you think all hope is lost. Accept my promise of deliverance, and you will find renewed purpose blossoming within your soul. Remember the countless times in history when I have rescued my people from despair, whether it was guiding them through wilderness or calming a raging sea with a single word. Those miracles were not relegated to an ancient past. I am still the same, ever powerful and filled with compassion for my beloved children. I do not delight in your suffering, and my arms remain open wide, ready to shield you from harm and provide a haven of rest. Though the wind roars and doubts threaten to consume your heart, do not faint in spirit, for my strength is made perfect in your weakness. Place your confidence in my unwavering power, and you will taste the sweetness of deliverance. Speak to me of your concerns, for I long to hear your voice and cradle your every petition in my tender hands, transforming your fear into faith. I am aware that you may hesitate, unsure if I will truly listen, or if your burdens are too trivial. But know that nothing is insignificant to me when it matters to you. In your words, I find a window into your heart's deepest yearnings, and I respond with a love that can conquer any chain of uncertainty that clings to you. As you whisper your pleas, my angels stand ready to minister to you, reminding you that you stand under divine protection. Open your lips in prayer and watch my mighty presence fill the gaps you once believed were impossible to bridge. Do not be afraid of the unknown, for I am with you on every path, even the ones that lead through valleys of shadow and confusion. When your soul feels lost and your spirit grows weary, cling to me, and I will supply the courage you need to press on through adversity. I never intended for you to fight this battle alone, and I yearn to pour out my spirit upon you so that you will walk in triumph. Look beyond the obstacles that tower in front of you and see my hand extended, ready to guide you to a promised victory. Accept this hope, and you will find a strength you never knew you possessed. I am molding you like clay, tenderly shaping the contours of your journey, refining every weakness into a place of resilience and character. Do not despair if you stumble, for I will steady you, and in that moment, you will realize how deeply you need my grace to guide every step. I see the potential within you, and I am calling it forth, inviting you to rise beyond the limitations of your own understanding. You are more capable than you realize, for I have gifted you with talents and insights designed to make a difference in this world. Embrace this calling with a willing heart, and you will soar on wings of hope. Take heart, for I know when your spirit feels worn and your mind wrestles with doubts about your worth, your future, or your relationships. I am the still, small voice that whispers clarity to your chaos, reminding you that I have called you by name. Let my assurance be like a lamp illuminating your path, guiding you away from the pitfalls of despair, envy, or guilt, and gently leading you toward the place where hope flourishes. My love has no limits, and it stretches beyond your fears, patiently waiting to restore your soul whenever you turn to me. Trust that I see your beauty and potential, and carry this truth forward as you step into each new day. Do not compare your journey to the paths of those around you, for I have a unique purpose designed specifically for your gifts and experiences. When you look at the progress of others, you may feel inadequate or wonder if I have passed you by, but remember that I orchestrate every season in your life with perfect timing. There is a reason why some doors opened quickly and others seemed sealed shut, and in every shift of direction, my hand was molding your heart for a higher calling. I delight in seeing you embrace your own pace, trusting that my plan for you is always good. Remain anchored in this promise, and you will bloom in my appointed season. I have seen the burdens you carry for your loved ones, the silent pleas for their health, provision, and emotional well-being. You wonder if your cries reach my ears, but let me remind you that I hear every whispered prayer, and each concern matters deeply to me. I love them even more than you do, and my watchful care extends over their lives in ways you cannot fathom. bringing comfort and growth even in the midst of trials. Continue to lift them up in your prayers, for there is power in the love that intercedes on behalf of another. Let your faith stand firm, knowing that I will tend to those whom you cherish with divine compassion. My child, I understand the frustrations you feel when your prayers seem unanswered, and you question whether I am truly listening or if you are somehow undeserving of my favor. Yet, I urge you to recall that my ways are higher than your ways, and timing in my kingdom transcends your human expectations. Sometimes, what appears to be delay is actually my careful orchestration, aligning circumstances to benefit you far more than if you received an immediate response. Do not lose hope when you do not see the full picture, because I am weaving a masterpiece that will reveal my goodness in your life. Hold fast to this promise, and your heart will find rest in my unwavering grace. Pour out your anxieties before me, for I delight in lifting your burdens, and I never tire of hearing your voice. The road you travel may be long, the nights may feel cold, but I promise that I am your warmth and light in every dark corner. I designed you to need my presence not as a flaw, but as a treasured means of cultivating an unbreakable bond between Creator and creation. Let every sigh become a prayer, let every tear draw you closer to my embrace, and watch as I exchange your weariness for renewed strength. You are my beloved, and in me you will find courage to face the uncertainties ahead. Look back on the moments when you felt my tender love cradling you through the chaos, and you will see that I have never forsaken you, nor have I let your foot slip beyond recovery. I have protected you from dangers you never knew existed, orchestrated opportunities when all seemed lost, and healed wounds that threatened to embitter your soul. If you trust in my faithfulness today, you will find that the same power that kept you before is already at work, guiding you toward greater blessings. Do not fear that your best days are behind you, because I have much more in store for you. And I am the same yesterday, today, and forever. I see how your heart softens at the mention of hope, how you long for a resolution to your deepest questions, and I am here to gently remind you that I hold the answers. You do not need to strive in endless circles, trying to force solutions to life's complexities, because I invite you to rest in my omniscience. Though I may not reveal everything at once, I illuminate enough for each step of faith, so you can move forward without stumbling. Trust that in due time all mysteries will be made clear, and you will marvel at how perfectly my plan was woven. Keep your eyes on my light, and you will never be lost in the shadows of doubt. My love for you transcends every boundary, outshining the brightest sunrise and eclipsing the darkest valley you may traverse. Even if others have walked away, misunderstood your heart, or caused you pain, I remain steadfast, welcoming you back to my embrace with open arms. I yearn for you to experience the fullness of joy that comes from resting in me, not because you must earn it, but because I freely offer it. Let me fill the lonely places within you. Let me heal the scars that remain from past hurts, and allow me to restore the confidence that you are worthy of divine affection. Rise today with the assurance that you belong to me, and I will never let you go. Honor the unique gifts I have placed in you, for they are tools to bless the world, crafted by my own hand. Do not bury your talents out of fear or comparison, but bring them into the light, trusting that I will multiply your efforts when they are surrendered to me. The dreams you hold were planted by my Spirit, and every time you move in faith, you join my work of weaving grace, mercy, and love into the fabric of humanity. Even the smallest act of kindness is like a seed that can grow into a mighty tree, providing shelter and hope for many. Step forward in boldness, for I am the one who empowers you to shine. When tears cloud your vision and the weight of sorrow presses heavily upon your heart, remember that I am the one who binds up every wound, gathering your brokenness into my compassionate hands. I never dismiss your tears as weakness. but see them as a language of the soul that beckons me to bring comfort. Do not hide your pain from me, for in your honest vulnerability I pour out my healing love, mending each shattered place and breathing fresh life into what felt lost. Let your mourning turn into a testament of my ability to restore even the darkest night with the brilliance of dawn. Release your anguish to me, and you will find that joy indeed comes in the morning. Do not be dismayed if your progress appears slow, for I see how diligently you persevere, clinging to hope even when the way forward is shrouded in fog. I treasure every moment you choose to trust in my guidance rather than succumbing to discouragement or turning to empty comforts. Your resilience shines like a beacon, a testament to the transformative power of faith in a world that often forgets my promises. Whenever you falter, I am there to steady you, never once letting go of your hand. Press on in my strength, and you will soon testify of the victories I have prepared for you. Consider the lilies of the field, how they burst forth in exquisite beauty without toil or worry, for they rely on my provision to supply their needs. Likewise, I care for you in ways both subtle and grand, ensuring that you never walk through hardship without my sustaining grace. There are moments you may feel overlooked or taken for granted by those around you, but I remind you that I, your Creator, see you fully and adore you wholeheartedly. Take courage in knowing that my attention is ever upon you, tenderly guarding your life. Stand firm on this promise, and let gratitude blossom in your spirit. Come to me with every question about life, love, and your calling, because I delight in sharing wisdom that illuminates and uplifts. The answers you seek are not hidden behind impenetrable walls. Rather, they await your persistent knocking and patient trust in my timing. Listen with a still mind and a humble heart, for I speak in countless ways, through Scripture, through the gentle stirrings of your conscience, and even through those placed in your path to guide you. I do not desire to keep you in confusion or doubt, but to inspire you with truth that sets you free. Hold on to this counsel, and let my wisdom shape your journey. I am your refuge, a fortress built by my own hand, designed to protect you from the raging storms of sorrow, fear, and oppression. Do not doubt my power when the winds howl, for I am mightier than the fiercest tempest that tries to consume your hope. I ask you to rest within my shelter, trusting that I will guard your heart from harm and strengthen your spirit to face each trial. Though the floods of worry may rise, they shall not overtake you, for my faithful presence stands as a barrier that the darkness cannot penetrate. Relish the security of my arms, and let your heart find solace in my steadfast care. I know the longing in your heart for connection, a yearning to be understood and cherished for who you truly are, without pretense or fear of rejection. In me, you find the one who knows you completely, who celebrates your laughter and holds you through your tears. Even in moments of loneliness, when you wonder if anyone truly cares, I am there, silently reminding you that my love is constant and unwavering. You never need to mask your vulnerabilities in my presence, for I welcome your authentic self with open arms. Step forward in confidence, knowing that you are fully accepted and treasured beyond measure. Be courageous in your faith, for I have not given you a spirit of timidity, but of power, love, and self-discipline, enabling you to stand firm amid the trials of this age. The shadows may whisper lies that you lack the strength to face adversity or the wisdom to make righteous decisions, but do not heed these voices. Instead, lean into my word and my promises, which provide clarity and conviction where confusion once reigned. With every step you take in bold trust, you dismantle the schemes that seek to hold you back from fulfilling the destiny I've laid before you. Embrace that courage, and watch as my glory is revealed through you. Even when you fail or stumble, I am not ashamed of you, nor do I turn away in disgust, for my mercy endures beyond your shortcomings. Rather, I gently lift you, dust off your fears, and remind you that my grace is sufficient to cover every mistake. Human imperfections are not obstacles too great for my redemptive power to overcome. They are the places where my compassion shines brightest. Do not remain bound in guilt or self-condemnation, but rise again, assured that I remain your loving Father who calls you to learn, grow, and move forward. Rejoice in my forgiveness, and let it embolden you to chase after righteousness. I have placed within you a light meant to radiate hope to those wandering in darkness, unsure of where to turn or whom to trust. When you share words of encouragement, offer comfort to the brokenhearted, or extend a helping hand to the downtrodden, you mirror my own heart for humanity. Do not underestimate the impact of your kindness, for it can spark a chain reaction of goodness that echoes through eternity. Each person you lift is another soul reminded that I care, that I see, and that I am still at work in the world. Keep your lamp burning, and you will marvel at how my love multiplies. Sometimes you may feel a restlessness deep within your spirit, a gentle stirring that urges you to pray for someone or to pursue a new direction in life. That prompting is my spirit nudging you forward, inviting you to step out of your comfort zone and discover the vast possibilities I have laid before you. Trust that I would not call you to move without also equipping you with the resources, courage, and wisdom you need to fulfill my plan. Though you cannot see the entire road, one act of faithful obedience can open doors you never knew existed. Take this leap with me and find that miracles often reside just beyond the boundaries of fear. When the world feels overwhelming, pause and remember the victories I have already won on your behalf. Recall the moments of unexpected provision, the insights that came at just the right time, and the protection I provided when chaos threatened to overcome you. My power is undiminished, and I remain the same source of strength who has carried you through countless trials. Even if doubts resurface, whisper my name and let it anchor your soul in the certainty of who I am. Stand tall in my triumph and walk forward convinced that I, who began a good work in you, will be faithful to complete it. Allow my love to refresh your perspective when bitterness or resentment tries to steal the goodness I have planted within you. When hurtful words linger in your memory or betrayal threatens to harden your heart, remember that I am the balm for every wound. Seek me in prayer, release the grudges you hold, and watch how my grace flows in to cleanse, purify, and make new. Forgiveness is not a sign of weakness. Rather, it is a victory that frees you from the chains of past pain and lets you move forward in peace. Choose this path, and you will find a deeper measure of joy awaiting you. I take great delight in the praises you offer, whether through song, silent reflection, or daily acts of kindness done in my name. Your worship is not merely a ritual, but a powerful declaration of trust, acknowledging my sovereignty over every aspect of your life. When you lift your voice to honor me, you draw your spirit closer to mine, strengthening the bond that nothing can sever. I inhabit the praises of my people, filling hearts with hope and driving out the shadows of doubt. Continue to lift your heart in gratitude, and you will find that joy springs forth like a fresh fountain in your soul. Know that I see the weariness you sometimes carry like a heavy cloak, draped over your shoulders and pressing down on your spirit. My intention is not for you to battle through life under the crushing weight of anxiety or sorrow, so lay it all down at my feet. Cast your cares upon me, for I care for you deeply, and I will not permit you to be overwhelmed beyond what my grace can sustain. My peace acts as a guardian over your heart, settling turbulent thoughts and renewing your strength each morning. Do not hesitate to surrender your burdens, and you will discover a divine rest that recharges your weary soul. I watch over you in every season, through the spring of new beginnings, the summer of flourishing growth, the autumn of transition, and even the winter of waiting. Though each season brings its own trials and triumphs, I remain unchanging, guiding you with patience and shepherding you toward abundant life. When cold winds blow and the fruit seems sparse on your branches, do not assume I have deserted you. Instead, see this as a moment of preparation where I nurture the roots of your faith. In time, your harvest will be bountiful, and you will see how I used every season to shape you for my glory. Hold on to me, and my love will carry you through. I understand the longing you feel for answers to your prayers, especially when you find yourself in a desert, thirsting for direction or relief. My ways, though at times mysterious, are always laced with purpose and compassion, ensuring that each answer arrives precisely when it can do the most good. If it seems I am silent, do not presume indifference. Rather, I may be preparing you to receive an even greater blessing than you first imagined. Cling to the knowledge that my delays are not denials, and continue to knock with perseverance. Soon, the doors you have been seeking will open, and you will rejoice in my faithful provision. Let hope blossom in your heart like a bright flower pushing through a crack in the pavement, refusing to be stifled by hardship. Even in the darkest valleys, rays of my promise break through, revealing that your trials are only temporary chapters in a grander story of redemption. You might feel pressed on all sides, but you will not be crushed, for I am the lifter of your head and the shield about your heart. Faith is not merely a feeling, it is the substance of your confidence in me, the evidence of things unseen. Stand firm in hope and watch me transform ashes into beauty. I made you in my image, fashioned with creativity, intellect, and a capacity for love that mirrors my own heart for the world. Every time you use your talents or your kindness to bring light into someone's day, you reflect a piece of my character. Do not believe the lie that you are irrelevant or unworthy, for I have woven into your very being the potential to do extraordinary things in my name. The world needs the contribution only you can offer, and I have equipped you with all you need to fulfill your divine assignment. Step boldly in this truth, and you will see how your uniqueness adds a brilliant color to the tapestry of life. Countless blessings surround you, though sometimes it takes a moment of stillness to recognize their presence. The sun that rises each morning, the air that fills your lungs, the gentle support of a friend, these are tokens of my ongoing mercy. Life can rush by in a blur of commitments and responsibilities, tempting you to overlook the daily wonders I place in your path. I invite you to pause and reflect on my goodness, allowing gratitude to fill your thoughts and remind you that you are never forsaken. In counting your blessings, you strengthen your faith in my everlasting kindness. Whenever you feel your strength waning, draw from my limitless reservoir of power, which is available to you through prayer and intimacy with me. I do not expect you to navigate life relying solely on your own abilities or to shoulder burdens that were meant to be laid at my altar. In me, you discover a wellspring of endurance that can carry you through even the most daunting challenges, renewing your mind and invigorating your spirit. Do not hesitate to approach me. I stand ready with open arms, eager to refresh and empower you daily. Come, and you will not be turned away. I am your safe harbor, the anchor that keeps you from drifting into despair when storms rage against your soul. In my presence, fear loses its grip, and confusion gives way to a sense of divine purpose that transcends every obstacle. As you abide in me, I will align your desires with my will, ensuring that you walk in the fullness of the life I intended for you. You are not a ship lost at sea. You are held firmly by my hand, guided toward calm waters brimming with opportunities for growth. Remain in me, and you will discover the unwavering stability your heart craves. I long for you to know the depth of my compassion toward every struggle you face, every doubt that keeps you awake at night. You might wonder if I grow weary of your repeated prayers, your recurring questions, or your ongoing fears. But my patience with you is boundless. Like a father who delights in comforting his child, I gladly reach out to soothe your anxieties and assure you that none of your concerns are too small or too great for me. Cast your worries into my capable hands, for I stand ready to exchange your burdens for my abiding peace. Take hold of this assurance and step forward unafraid. In moments of clarity, you may sense the stirring of my spirit, calling you to leave behind old habits, grudges, or toxic influences that hinder your spiritual growth. Though this process of release can be painful, I assure you it is necessary for the new things I wish to cultivate in your life. Do not cling to what I am asking you to lay down, for I cannot fill your hands with fresh blessings while they still grasp what is no longer beneficial. Trust that I only remove what stands in the way of your ultimate joy and holiness. Let go in faith and marvel at how I make all things new. Your journey is a sacred tapestry, with threads of joy, suffering, triumph, and trial weaving together into a story of redemption. If you find certain chapters difficult to revisit, know that I see the entire narrative and bring beauty even from the bleakest pages. Nothing is wasted when entrusted to my care, and every setback can become a stepping stone if you allow my grace to transform your perspective. Resist the urge to see your past merely as a record of failures. Instead, let it remind you of my unwavering guidance and capacity to resurrect hope. Embrace the tapestry and discover the masterpiece I am creating through you. There are times when you may feel unseen or overlooked by those around you, longing for validation or recognition that never comes. Remember that I, the one who formed you, am intimately aware of every dream you carry, every sacrifice you make, and every tear you shed. Your worth does not hinge on the applause of the crowd, but on the unshakable truth that you are my beloved child. Let my affirmation fill the void left by human inconsistency, for I am the same yesterday, today, and forever. Stand firmly in your identity as mine, and you will never be truly invisible. Seek my presence daily, for it is not a fleeting emotion, but a grounding reality that brings clarity to your thoughts and rejuvenates your spirit. When troubles loom, let my words be the lens through which you view your circumstances, and you will find a horizon filled with promise. My spirit yearns to commune with you, shaping your heart with divine wisdom that surpasses the limits of human understanding. It is in these moments of authentic connection that I pour out revelation, healing, and strategies for victory. Return to me often, and you will notice your faith standing tall, unshaken by the storms of life. I am aware of every injustice that has touched your life, from subtle betrayals to open wounds inflicted by those who should have cherished you. Though this broken world is filled with imperfection, my justice ultimately prevails, ensuring that wrongs do not go unseen. Release the need for revenge or the temptation to harbor hatred in your heart, for vengeance belongs to me, and I will right every wrong in due time. Keep your hands clean of bitterness, and allow me to be your vindicator, for my judgment is both righteous and timely. Rest in this truth, and let forgiveness pave the way for freedom. When temptation arises, beckoning you to compromise your integrity, do not believe the lie that you are powerless against it. I have given you a spirit that resonates with holiness, enabling you to stand firm when confronted by the lure of sin. Remember the scriptures that declare my truth, for they serve as a sword, cutting through deception and strengthening your resolve. If you falter, do not linger in shame, but run back to me with a repentant heart, and I will cleanse you and renew your stand. Resist evil in my name, and you will find a resilience that defies human understanding. My child, I see how you at times question your path. Unsure if the steps you have taken align with my will, or if you have veered off course. Take comfort in the knowledge that I guide you gently, using even your missteps to redirect you onto the path of righteousness. Nothing can thwart my ultimate plan for you if you remain open to my counsel, allowing me to correct your trajectory where necessary. Do not dwell in fear of making mistakes, for I am the God of second chances, and I specialize in turning detours into new beginnings. Keep your heart teachable, and I will set your feet upon the right road. I delight in your willingness to serve others, whether through acts of compassion or earnest intercession on their behalf. Each time you place another's need above your own, you reflect the heart of Jesus, who laid down his life so that many might live. Understand that I see every hidden act of generosity, every quiet prayer, and every moment you sacrifice your comfort for another's well-being. These offerings rise before me like sweet incense, and I reward every seed sown in love. Remain steadfast in your kindness, and watch how your small gestures ripple into significant transformations. Rejoice in the freedom I have given you, for you are no longer bound by the chains of your past mistakes or the limiting labels others have placed upon you. My grace has set you on a path of liberation, where each step forward unravels the hold of shame and regret. Embrace this liberty, walk tall in the identity I have bestowed upon you, and refuse to be shackled again by doubt. I have removed the stain of your sins as far as the east is from the west, and I call you my redeemed. Live boldly in this truth and discover the abundant life I purposed for you. You may wonder how to find resilience in a world that often feels unstable, with changes swirling around you like a restless storm. I remind you that I am the rock upon which you stand, the foundation that cannot be shaken by the ebb and flow of worldly events. When your heart trembles at the latest news or your mind reels from unforeseen challenges, retreat into my steady arms and discover that true stability comes from abiding in me. Your spirit can remain anchored even amid upheaval, for my truth does not waver nor bow to the shifting tides of culture. Believe this, and let my constancy fill you with unwavering calm. Sometimes the bravest thing you can do is admit your need for help and allow others into your struggle. I designed you not to walk this journey alone, but to find fellowship and encouragement in the community of believers. When pride or fear tells you to withdraw, remember that sharing your burdens lightens the load and opens the door for my grace to flow through supportive hearts. As you ask for prayer, guidance, or even a friendly ear, you will see how my body functions best when every part cares for the other. Let humility guide you, and you will see how vulnerability leads to deeper bonds of love. I speak to you through many avenues, through Scripture, through that whisper of conviction in your heart, through the wise counsel of mentors, and even through the beauty of nature that reflects my creativity. Open your eyes and ears to my messages, and you will perceive my hand at work in the tapestry of your everyday life. Do not isolate me to a single day of worship or a single method of revelation, for I am constantly reaching out, ready to guide you. Stay alert to these holy nudges and allow my voice to shape your decisions and directions. Cling to this dynamic relationship and find constant assurance that I am near. Your faith is refined in the crucible of challenges, much like gold purified by fire until all impurities are removed. Though the heat may be intense and the process uncomfortable, it is through these trials that your character grows strong, your compassion deepens, and your trust in me becomes unwavering. Do not despise the seasons of testing, for they prepare you to carry greater blessings and responsibilities in the days ahead. Look beyond the discomfort of the moment and rejoice that I am shaping you into a vessel of honor. Withstand the refining flames, and you will emerge radiant, reflecting my glory in ways you never thought possible. I surround you with my peace, a supernatural calm that transcends logic, quieting the noise of your anxious mind and the turmoil of your restless heart. It is not a temporary relief dependent on circumstances, but a steadfast covering that remains even when chaos abounds. When fear tries to eclipse your faith, remember that I have already conquered the darkness, and my victory stands forever. Dwell in the reality that I hold your life in the palm of my hand, and no power can snatch you away from my custody. Embrace my peace, and you will find a firm footing in an ever-shifting world. Rejoice, for I have conquered the night that once overshadowed humanity, opening the way for you to stand in the brilliance of my love. The chains that bound your spirit in hopelessness have been broken, and a radiant dawn has arisen, showcasing the triumph of my grace over despair. Whenever you feel darkness encroaching again, proclaim the truth of my victory and see how swiftly the shadows flee from the light of my presence. You are called not to linger in sorrow, but to step boldly into the joy of redemption. Hold on to this promise and watch how each new morning testifies to my eternal goodness. Accept my invitation to rest, for the pace of this world can drain your strength and dull your spiritual senses. True rest is found not merely in ceasing from work, but in turning your gaze to me, allowing me to renew your mind, body, and soul. I see how you push yourself to the brink of exhaustion, striving to accomplish tasks and meet expectations, yet I beckon you to pause and draw from my endless well of refreshment. In stillness, you will hear my voice more clearly, and my grace will wash over your weariness. Draw near and find the serenity your heart longs for. You are not defined by the labels others have given you or by the mistakes of your past, but by the identity I have declared over you. My beloved child, chosen and dearly loved. When shame knocks at the door of your mind, challenging your worthiness of grace, recall that I paid the highest price to rescue you. Reject the lie that says you can never overcome your history or break free from the shackles of regret. Instead, stand on the unalterable truth that my sacrifice has cleansed you, making you a new creation. Embrace my words of life and watch your destiny unfold in the light of freedom. Do not be overwhelmed by the vast needs and injustices you see in the world, for you are not called to carry the weight of the entire earth on your shoulders. Instead, focus on the part I have entrusted to you, your corner of influence, your community, your circle of relationships. As you faithfully shine in that space, showing mercy, love, and truth, you contribute to a global tapestry of redemption that I am weaving. Trust that I am working in countless hearts, and your role, though it may seem small, is invaluable in my grand design. Persevere in sowing seeds of kindness, and you will witness the harvest of love. Finally, I urge you to keep your eyes on the horizon of hope, for I am the one who orchestrates all things according to my perfect will. Your tomorrows rest in my capable hands, and I have no intention of abandoning you halfway. Though you have faced trials and will face more, nothing can separate you from my unwavering affection. Rest assured that I will continue to guide your footsteps, bring light to your darkest hours, and speak life into your most hopeless moments. Cling to my promises, for I am forever faithful, and your future abounds with the wonders I have yet to reveal. Be mindful that growth often occurs in hidden places, far from the applause or recognition of the world. Just as seeds push through the darkness of soil long before they ever reach the sun, your faith is strengthened in the private moments you spend with me. Embrace these seasons of obscurity, for they are rich soil where humility and perseverance take root, preparing you for the greater work I have planned. Do not lament that no one sees your struggles or praises your progress, for I see you fully, and I am shaping you into a masterpiece. Take heart in the knowledge that every hidden act of obedience plants seeds for a future harvest of blessing. I yearn to fill your life with the fullness of my joy, a joy that transcends fleeting emotions and runs deeper than any sorrow you may face. Though trials may come, they do not define your destiny, for I am the wellspring from which unquenchable gladness flows. When disappointment weighs on your spirit, allow my presence to lift you, reminding you that hope is never truly lost. True joy arises not from a life without hardship, but from resting in the knowledge that my grace is sufficient in every circumstance. Rejoice in this anchor and discover how resilient your spirit becomes when it is tethered to me. Be alert to the quiet miracles that unfold each day, for my hand orchestrates countless wonders that often go unnoticed amid the clamor of routine. The gentle restoration of a broken friendship, the unexpected answer to a prayer once whispered, or the subtle shift in your heart toward greater compassion. All these are reflections of my active involvement. Do not assume that only grand parting of seas moments signify my power. The smallest transformations hold equal significance in my eyes. By nurturing a spirit of wonder, you cultivate gratitude and a deeper trust that I am constantly moving in your life. Open your eyes and behold the tapestry of grace unfolding around you. I have gifted you with a mind capable of dreaming big dreams, imagining possibilities far beyond what you currently see. Do not shrink your vision to match the confines of your immediate reality, but present your aspirations before me, trusting that I am able to exceed all you could ask or think. I place divine seeds in your heart, and if you nurture them with faith, discipline, and perseverance, they will bear fruit in due season. Some may label your ambitions as impossible, but remember that with me, no mountain is too high, no challenge too great. Believe boldly, act faithfully, and watch miracles unfold. When you pray, approach me not with anxiety or a sense of unworthiness, but with confidence that your voice matters greatly to me. Prayer is the language of your heart connecting with mine, where burdens find release and faith takes flight. If you struggle to find the right words, know that I understand the depths of your groans, and my spirit intercedes on your behalf. Let your supplications be shaped by a sincere desire to align with my will, knowing that my responses aim to bring you closer to the richness of my purposes. Pray continually, and you will witness how this sacred conversation reshapes both you and the world around you. I invite you to stand as a beacon of kindness in a world often plagued by harshness and cynicism. Small acts of compassion can soften the hardest hearts and dismantle walls built by suspicion or fear. When you extend my love to a stranger, a neighbor, or even someone you struggle to forgive, you become a vessel through which my grace flows into places starved for hope. Do not underestimate the power of a gentle word or a healing touch. This is how my kingdom grows, one simple gesture at a time. Be that warmth in the cold, the light in the gloom, for I have commissioned you to reflect my heart. Cling to my truth in a culture where shifting morals and relative values can leave many untethered. My word stands as a lamp unto your feet and a light unto your path, cutting through the haze of confusion and revealing a sure foundation on which to build. When you guard my teachings in your heart, they shape your character, refine your choices, and guide you toward righteousness. Resist the urge to conform to the standards of this world that drift with every new trend, and anchor your soul in what is eternal. In doing so, you will shine like stars in a night sky, offering direction to those longing for steadfast hope. Finally, know that I cherish you more than you can comprehend, and I have engraved your name in my heart with an unbreakable bond of affection. This love is the wellspring of all my actions toward you, from correction that spares you from ruin to blessings that fill your life with wonder. You never need to earn my favor, for I freely extend it to you, delighting in your desire to walk closely with me. In moments of doubt or despair, Let this truth flood your mind. You are precious to me, and I am tirelessly working all things for your good. Walk in this assurance and face tomorrow with eyes lifted in hope. My everlasting love surrounds you now as I stand here, arms wide open, longing for you to embrace the comfort I continually provide. Remember that no hardship can dilute the depths of my devotion, and no distance can dim the light of my presence. I bless your dreams, your family, and your aspirations, calling forth fruitfulness and joy in every area of your life. Even when challenges arise, I will strengthen your resolve and carry you through. Rest in my unfailing promise, knowing that as you cling to me, you will find abundant grace and mercies new each morning. Walk forward, my beloved, secure in the knowledge that I, your God, am unchanging in my affections and unwavering in my covenant to guide and protect you. Let hope flourish in your heart, for the days ahead are rich with purpose and filled with my divine favor, ready to unfold in perfect timing. Keep your eyes on the goodness I have set before you, and expect miracles that exceed your highest dreams. I will never forsake you, nor will I cease to work mightily on your behalf, for the best is indeed yet to come. Stay anchored in faith and rejoice, for you are forever in my tender care.